Open on King's Landing, Ned visits this dead wanker. Sir Hugh being cactus was no fucking accident. Ned bitches about his job to Sir Bazza. Cut to Robbo being a fat fuck. He bitches to Ned about his job and being married to Cersei Lannister. The tourney continues. Sansa gets a hard-on for Sir Loras, who is fair dinkum solid at jousting and beats the Mountain. The Mountain and the Hound then have a mini brotherly boss fight, which is fucking sick, but yeah nah, King Robbo doesn't let it get out of hand. Tyrion is still being held prisoner by Catelyn. He swears he didn't try to kill Bran, but she still wants to take him to the Eyrie, where her batshit crazy sister lives. They suddenly get attacked by some random dickheads, and Tyrion even saves Catelyn's life. He turns this bloke's head into fucking mashed potato. Branno gets in trouble for not doing his history homework properly. He misses his bloody mum. Maester Luwin is like, yeah nah, she still loves ya. Theon and Ros have a nice hard fuck. Arya chases a different type of pussy. The Master of Whispers drops a truth bomb on Ned, saying that King Robbo is a dumb cunt and is gonna die soon. Arya then overhears Varys talking to one of his fancy mates about how the wolf and the lion will soon be at each other's throats. Littlefinger stares at the most uncomfortable chair in Westeros. He and Varys have a dick measuring contest over who has the most secret intelligence and knowledge of trending topics. Arya is still scunted for playing and being out after 5 PM. She tries to tell Ned about how she overheard that the Lannisters and the Starks will soon be at war. They get interrupted and asked to make a donation to the Night's Watch. Ned then learns about how his missus has kidnapped Tyrion. His day then gets heaps fucking worse, and he has a huge argument with Robbo about whether or not Daenerys Targaryen should be murdered. He reckons killing a young Sheila on a Dothraki vacation is a dishonourable pansy move, so fucking quits his job over it and gives back his name tag. Littlefinger then says, before you head back to Winterfell, I have more information in regards to Jon Arryn's death. Meanwhile, Catelyn has arrived at her sister's big-ass mansion. Her creepy son Robin sucks on her titty. Lysa and Milky want Tyrion killed immediately. Catelyn is starting to realise that having a high-stakes prisoner around these fucking head cases might be a dodgy idea. He gets confined to a fucking sky jail. Renly Baratheon and Sir Loras are secretly homosexual. Renly bitches about his older brother, King Robbo. Loras says, yeah, you should totes be king, and then gives Renly a confidence-boosting gobby. Cersei and Robbo have an open and honest conversation about their marriage. Although it's quite pleasant, they do acknowledge that they fucking hate each other, and a divorce is on the horizon. Ned discovers another bastard boy of King Robbo's. This is getting out of hand. Finally, Jaime Lannister has heard about how Ned's missus has taken Tyrion and he is bloody pissed. There's suddenly a massive shit fight, Jory gets knifed in the eyeball, then Ned and Jaime go fucking toe-to-toe, and it's actually quite an even fight until one of Jaime's pussy henchmen intervenes and skewers Ned through the hammy. Jaime knocks the cunt out because he was enjoying a fair dinkum challenge. Ned is then left on the ground without medical assistance. End. This midpoint episode of Season 1 may just be my favourite episode of the season. I have two hands down favourite scenes. The first one is quite emotive and character based, and it's the scene between Robbo and Cersei. This is such a great little fucking 4-minute scene to watch right now, because we are in reality 5 seasons into Thrones, and it's great to watch because it's one of Cersei's most honest relationship moments ever. We've seen her be emotionally honest over her kids, but in terms of her fucked up romantic life, this scene is quite fascinating because she actually says she loved Robbo at one point in time. It could still be argued that she's trying to make it look that way because we know what's coming with Robbo, but boy, Lena Headey plays it so convincingly. I don't think it's a Cersei lie moment. I love trying to spot Cersei lie moments because there's always a fucking turnaround where you think she's being sincere but there's an agenda and she's playing the game. Anyway, she says she loved him for a good while, even after their baby son died, and then Robbo says no. He never loved her, never had any fucking feelings. It's just all about money and power. And she genuinely looks a little bit crushed. Look at that fucking, oh, there it is, little crushed face. Subtle sound of a breaking heart in there, I swear. So, it's really fucking fascinating just looking back over a Cersei scene where you can empathise and sympathise for her a fair bit. Anyway, on the flip side, my other favourite scene, not so much an emotive or character-based one, is this final action scene. Seeing Jamie and Ned get in a fight is just glorious. The scene leaves me wanting more, but you know what? I'm fine with that feeling. The fight goes on for just long enough. I'm satisfied rewatching it over and over and over. And it of course spawned some lovely remixes back in the day, like this lightsaber edition. That was a fuckload of fun. In regards to theme, which I love to have a yarn about, it's not so present in the title for this one. The episode is called The Wolf and the Lion, and that is set in dialogue between Varys and Illyrio that the wolf and the lion will soon be at each other's throats. So it's one of those blunt titles that foreshadows how House Stark and Lannister will be in a fucking shit fight, but that's not so much a theme. If the episode was about something, I'd say loyalty and power are at the forefront. Those are just constantly prevalent themes, but they were at the forefront a bit more so in this episode. The fragility of power, to be more specific. It seems like there are so many backstabbers and liars building up that surround Robbo. Even he seems a little nervous. Again, this scene with Cersei, which I swear is fucking honest. He talks about how his armies and people have no purpose anymore since they got into power. So his power seems very fragile, and there's people around him that want to take it. Will his brother Renly betray family loyalty for power? What games are Littlefinger and Varys playing exactly? It seems like they like to control power. Is he right to be worried about Daenerys Targaryen taking his fucking power when she grows up a bit more? Between all these power struggles, Ned remains fixated on his justice and truth themes, like a dog with a fucking bone, obsessed with wanting to confirm that the last hand was murdered. So, power, loyalty, and a bit of the fucking truth and justice themes still coming through there. It's an episode with some classic Game of Thrones themes at the forefront, and it's memorable because of those two fucking scenes for me, Cersei and Robbo, and that fight between Jamie and Ned at the end. Just fucking mint. Anyway, cheers.